Hi, so welcome to the first edition of me showing you how to cook really good, yummy vegan food. So I'm actually, the camera angle's not very good on this. Sorry in advance, because ain't no camera person, never have been. Getting better, so give me a chance. So give me, bear with me. I will try my hardest to make the camera angle best I can. But yeah, so this is how to make scrambled tofu. Smells like egg, tastes like egg, and the best part about this, no animal was hurt in the process. A lot of vegetarians seem to think buying free-range egg is good. It's not. There's just as much cruelty in free-range eggs as there is caged. And the grounds of that is most people don't know that free-range, some free-range are even more, most free-range aren't even allowed out for their whole entire lives, like because they live in a pecking order. Some will be in a barn, they open the door where they get scared of light, and because the pecking order goes, they one above you scared of going out because they've all of a sudden seen this bright light like the last couple of weeks of their life or whatever, they kind of go, oh no, I'm not going to go out. And also, and if you rewind it to where does the chicken come from that lays their eggs? They come from breeding barns. And breeding barns are like, they're awful. They're absolutely awful. I remember ALV did a thing on it, on them. It was like sheds of like 60,000 birds. And like, we was like one rooster to 5 chickens. And these roosters were doing what comes natural to them, which was just claiming the birds as their own. So the female birds are constantly being, gang raped really from, the males going, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine, and the males are exhausted, and the females, they get really, really bad. They've got like their eyeballs pop from the manure from living in these awful dirty sheds, and they've got pus coming from their bums from being like, overly raped by the males. And yeah, so that's that. And then the eggs go to a hatchery. And now this is the place where all the eggs come before it gets organised into free-range, barn, cage, so forth. And so every single chicken that is born in a hatchery, for every female that is born, there is a male that is born. And let me point out to you guys, there are more egg-laying chickens in this country than there are people. So there are a lot of egg-laying chickens. So for every female that was born, there's a male born, and they're a byproduct of the egg industry. And so what happens to the male chicks is they basically get put into a huge macerator. Which is pretty much like me sticking a budgie in a blender, turning the blender on, and capiche. I mean, if I went to the park and grabbed a duck off the bloody pond and put them in the blender in front of everyone would be up in arms and call me a psychopath and say that I was out of line, I'm extreme, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, every time you buy eggs, whether it be barn, cage, free range, you are directly paying somebody to put day-old male chicks into huge macerators. It's the same as putting any bird into a blender. So please remember that there is no such thing as happy eggs or bloody cruelty-free eggs. So today I'm showing you how to make scrambled egg. I will also make an egg butty in the future, but today we're going to do scrambled egg on toast. It tastes like egg, smells like egg, and guess what? Nobody gets hurt, completely vegan friendly. And yeah, so we're here to help show you how to make egg on toast. So the ingredients we're going to be using is tofu. This is the I'm not going to open a new packet just to do this, but I've got tofu from the other day. So I've got organic tofu from Aldi. It's pretty cheap. Cheap's chips. What we like to hear. I personally like to put cherry tomatoes in with mine and spring onion, but that is optional. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I do because I like sticking lots of everything in everything because I'm greedy. Okay, don't judge me for being greedy. I'm a foodie, leave me alone. Somebody don't get this fat without loving food. All right. Okay, so this is the funny part, right, guys? Like, so I've been vegan for like, I don't know, 10, 11 years, whatever it is. And this black salt, right? I first thought black salt was that salt that was visually black. And I always bought it going, oh, it got black salt. It's going to make things taste like egg. And I was a little bit like, it's not that eggy. Like, I think these vegans are just, you know, pulling my leg on this one. But no, they weren't. They were brutally honest. Black salt smells and tastes like egg. But not the colourful black salt, not the black, like goth salt. This is like black salt. You get it from an Asian shop. So yeah, go down to your little Asian groceries. You get loads of it. Don't go to the ones because they'll charge you an arm and a leg. Go to your good old Asian grocery shop. They do stuff cheap chips. Really well good. Well good, mate. Get on it like a cow bonnet, yo. Okay, so we got this. People don't like their food looking anemic, let's face it. So what we do, just to give it that little bit of eggy colour, what we do is ground turmeric. This gives it colour. You're not going to use it for taste. It's merely just to give it that yellow colour to make it look more egg-like. Because some people are like, ooh, I'm not eating that. It's the wrong colour. I'd rather eat chicken periods and vote for animal cruelty than try something new. But no, we're not going to be like that. We have to accommodate all those narrow minds out there. And, you know, this is, you know, and also I'd also like to point out, this is the perfect time for you to try going vegan. You don't have to worry about work. You don't have heaps of stuff on your plate. You can actually focus on what you're putting in your mouth. Like, you're at home. What else have you got to do? We're all in isolation. What else are you going to do? Right now, you could sit there, like, challenge 22 for full free help and support. You could sit at home and try all the different recipes because you've got nothing else to do. You're able to wrap your head around it because there's nothing else to do, is there? Let's face it. Now is the perfect time for you to go vegan, guys, because there's no excuses. You sat at home every day. Why don't you watch Dominion? Anyway, that's another rant I'll get onto. But anyway, let's get on to cooking, and I'll show you how to make the most perfect scrambled egg of your life. Or scrambled tofu, shall we say. Alright, so what I do is, let me just drain the juice off. When I like to store my tofu, I keep the juices, so I don't know if you can see that in there. You see the juice? Anyway, there's juice in there. And I keep it in its juices so it doesn't dry up, even though I have it in a sealable thing. You might hear that. I'm not having a wee, I'm actually pouring it down the drain. It's not me weeing. It does sound like somebody having a wee though, doesn't it? Alright. So you want to just put it into a bowl. Yeah, let me just put this on here. There we go. Perfecto. So you want to put it in a bowl. Oh no, not just yet. So what I like to do is, because you want to give it that scrambled egg look. I can get it out. This is my packing skills. Ooh. Oh yeah, don't forget guys, I did wash my hands before this, FYI. So what I like to do is, I like to get the tofu, and then I just like to cut it into bits like this. So then it makes it easier, because what we're going to do is, so, that there. I like to put it into square blocks to start off with. You see that? So then it just saves the mashing with later to fork to make it look more egg-like. So as you can see, I cut it this way, then I slice it so then you get these like long pieces just like this. I find this to be the quickest way to do it. And then just kind of go boom, boom, and then your knife kind of holds it up, and then you can just go bloop, and then stick it in like that. Any's monkey's uncle can do this. I like to chop very fast because, you know, it's just, I used to do, a few years ago, I used to do soup kitchens in Western Australia, and sometimes I was the only one who turned up and volunteer to, yeah, I was the only one who volunteered sometimes, and, you know, you're cooking for about 300 people, you kind of learn how to chop really fast. And that was completely vegan, where it was all food by donation. It was a really cool little hip place to go and hang out. Okay, so once you've got it like this, get your fork, and then basically you just want to go like this and just smash it up. So as you'll see like a what would look like a already cooked egg version starting to form. So you see what I mean? If someone was to eat this, they'd be like, oh, that's anemic. But when we add the turmeric will give it that yellow colour, and it'll be So in regards to cooking it, people like use a little bit of oil to cook in it. Or I also like to add a bit of garlic to mine. That is also optional, but I'm a garlic fiend. I love garlic, tell you. I'm never going to get ate by a vampire, I tell you. Like, no vampires are going to come near me. They'll be like, whoo, this girl smells like a bloody bulb of garlic. So yeah, I'm going to have to do that really roughly, as you can see. You just give it a little turn, you find your little square cubes of tofu. Now we have something that resembles a scrambled egg. So for those who are trying this first, do not eat it just yet. A lot of people have to be... See, I've been vegan that long now. I can probably just eat tofu like this and I'm happy. But it has no flavour. And I like the taste of tofu. Some people don't like the taste of tofu. Some people are a bit like, ooh, tofu. There are all different types of tofu. Oh, and FYI, this is firm tofu. Not silken tofu, not soft tofu. This is firm tofu that you have to flavour yourself. So, as we've got the tofu, also tofu is jam-packed full of protein. Full of protein. So let me just show you this. So you've got your eggy kind of look now. So let me just bring that down. So like I said, we are just using the turmeric to colour, not to taste. So you don't want to go overkill, otherwise you'll end up with just tasting like you'll get the taste of turmeric in there. And let's face it, nobody really likes the taste of turmeric. Well, if you do, you do. But me personally, I'm not a fan. Also, a good little information about turmeric is it's what should we say? It's a natural anti-inflammatory. It also is a thing to help fight cancer. But yeah, really good natural anti-inflammatory. And believe it or not, turmeric is really, really good for whitening your teeth. So it'll stain the hell out of your toothbrush. But if you were to brush your teeth with turmeric every day, your toothbrush would be stained so yellow, but your teeth will be pearly, pearly white. So for anyone who's got like smoker stains on there that they can't get rid of, yeah, now you just want to leave that. Okay. So as you can see, we've got a nice yellowy colour there. Also, we want to chop up a clove of garlic. I'll show you. Oh, God, it's too big. Oops. That didn't really work out like I wanted. The one I want to get out is like, no, I don't want to leave. He's happy. Happy where he is, but man, I'm going to eat you, so sorry. Oh my God, what a pig's ear I'm making of this. Why do they have that saying, pig's ear? I'm making a pig's ear of this. If anybody knows why we have that saying, please let me know, because I want to know why we have that saying. Well, I was going to show you a trick that I do with garlic, but it's not going to work. Normally, if you get a finger garlic, but I'm not going to do it because I've got too much garlic now. But if you get your knife, go like that, and then push down, it cracks it. So it cracks it, you'll get slits, and then you can just pull it off. And sometimes people spend ages peeling these things, and you don't need to peel them. Like, well, you do need to peel them, but like, you can do it really easy. So let's just chop up our garlic. You're actually pretty lucky that I'm making this today because I ate so much bread yesterday, and I'm not a big bread eater. And but I should have been making this video, and I'm trying to organise myself before all the shop shuts because for activists out there, there's a Save movement who are doing a thing of getting activists to do isolation of animals, and I will be taking part in that. So you want to stay tuned for that, and I'll be doing a chicken one, and I might be doing a pig one as well. Well, that's a whole nother video, guys. Okay, so that's a lot of garlic. Probably too much garlic for how much thing I've got, but I like garlic, so it's okay. Alright. So what I might do is I might just fry that garlic off a little bit. So, I'm not really sure we're going to... Oh, okay, I might just... Okay. Put my... Okay, maybe just stick you guys here. Is that okay? Ooh, we're still in there. Okay, that works. I wonder if I can get us all in. Hold on one sec. There we go. Alright, so it's out here in the pan. I like to cook with coconut oil. I better. Oh my god, you're in the air. Okay. I like to cook with coconut oil. But sometimes when you cook with coconut oil, it adds coconut to the flavour of your food. I don't mind that. It also depends on how much you use as well. And sometimes I can go a bit doolally with it. But yeah, it's just one of those things. So yeah, I'm going to be putting extra virgin oil. Not too much. Okay, so I'm going to fry off my garlic a little bit because I've quite a lot of it. And then, actually. Do you know what? I've never felt so judged on my cooking right now. My phone keeps saying, rotate your device, you can't blah blah blah. I don't know what is going on about, but I don't know. Is the camera angle still okay? I don't know. But anyway, so we're gonna get a tofu. We're gonna put the tofu in there. So as that starts to cook, I might just bring you guys back over here a second. So, while that's in the pan, I'm actually going to start cutting up my spring onion. Because I like it for flavour, but this is literally just me. If you are a person who is a bit of a grease monkey, you're an unhealthy vegan, or you just like unhealthy food, I would recommend adding a bit of butter to the scrambled tofu. If you're a buttery kind of person, but if you're not a buttery kind of person, just carry on doing me. I'm not a buttery person. I'm not a big person on oil. In fact, deep fried stuff actually makes me quite ill. So yeah, I'll chop up some cherry tomatoes. So I recommend when it comes to adding the black salt, that's going to give it the egg taste, all the other stuff. I recommend add it, taste it, add it, taste it, because some people's taste buds are very different to other people's regarding the taste of salt. Me, I'm not a big salt person, never have been. So some people like a lot of salt, and I know when I last made this, I put too much salt in it, but that's because I was used to making egg butties with the black salt. Ooh, like that. Spend too much time talking and not enough time focusing on my cooking. Started sticking to the pan, maybe a little bit more oil on there. Ooh. First time cooking and I'm already burning it, oh Jesus. Ain't nobody Julia Smith or whatever her name is. Okay, so I'll just turn that down. Back on the heat. So yeah, I really do recommend. Okay, I'm gonna add this. So the black salt, I would do it by taste. When I make egg butties, I'll show you how to make egg butties. It is amazing. I got completely fooled by a friend, right, who's also an animal rights activist. Her name is Tanya. She lives in Brisbane, and she makes the best egg butties, right? And the first time I tried these egg butties, bearing in mind I've been vegan for 10 years, right? She made these egg butties, and I was like, oh, can I have a sandwich? She went, yeah. And I was eating a sandwich. I was like, she's feeding me egg. Anyway, so I thought, God, she can't be feeding me egg, surely. Because it tasted that real. Let me bring it down. I'm getting neck ache with the talking to up there. Maybe I can do that. That's better. I was like, she can't surely to God be feeding me egg. Anyway, I had to ask her. I was like, maybe she's feeding me eggs from rescued chickens. Like, what's going on here? So I was like, so is this egg? She's like, no. And starts laughing. And it's her recipe. Well, I don't know if it's personally her recipe, but there's stuff in it that you wouldn't think about that would go into an egg butty. And I will make a video on how to make an egg and mayonnaise butty. Whoa, man. You will love it. It's amazing. Like, so good. Okay, so right, we've got a black salt. We're going to do it to taste, guys. I like to sprinkle. I don't know why I got a spoon out. I feel like I have to measure these things, and I never measure anything. I just go off my taste buds, you know. So, just sprinkle this on. Okay, I'm going to taste that. Because last time, it was a bit salty for me. Smells like egg already. So feel free to share this video, guys, with anyone who's struggling and not been able to find any egg stuff, wants to give vegan a go. And, you know, now is the best time to give it a go because we're all at home doing whatever, you know what I mean? We haven't got anything else to do with the time. Maybe focus on what you're putting in your mouth because let's face it, people who eat meat have caused us to be isolated right now. And it's true, like all viruses. In fact, we didn't have a cold. The cold virus didn't exist until we started enslaving animals. That's a fact. Go research it. Okay, let's give this a taste. Pretty eggy. All right, I've got my bread. I like to use whole wheat bread. I'll pop that in the toaster. So yeah, that's actually pretty good. I like the amount of salt I put in that. Also, we're going to use a bit of pepper for taste as well. And this really is really easy, guys. Doesn't take very much. You can, and you know, nobody gets hurt with this. It's helping save the environment, it's stopping animal cruelty, it's better for your health, and it's jam-packed full of protein. What more could you ask for? And let's face it, eggs is the second highest cholesterol food in the world. First being dog brains or monkey brains. Can't quite remember. But yeah, eggs is the second highest cholesterol food in the world. And how I know how bad this is, being so high in cholesterol. When I went to an agricultural college, for those who don't know, I went to an agricultural college. I actually wanted to be a veterinary nurse, but my teacher put me off. So when I was at this agricultural college, we had birds of prey. And to stop the birds of prey from getting high cholesterol issues, we'd had day-old baby chicks that had been gassed that we had to feed to the birds of prey. So what we had to do is, just under their rib lining, we'd have to pinch under their chest, peel back the skin, and just there was the yolk. And we'd have to try and remove the yolk from the bird without popping the yolk. It got pretty messy at times, pretty gross. And we'd remove the yolk because the birds of prey would get high cholesterol. You know, they're not flying around. This is their natural food, and even they would get high cholesterol. That's how bad it is. When you think about it, like all animals on this planet, we give our babies what it needs. So for us mammals, we'll have everything in that breast milk. We're supposed to eat our afterbirth. Well, actually, humans are the only animals on this planet that have stopped eating their afterbirth as a standard thing. Yeah, all our breast milk gives our babies whatever it needs. Baby chicken, when that baby chicken hatches, that yolk is in its belly and needs to give that bird everything it needs for its first, to keep it up on its feet, give its power to run away from predators, the whole shebang. For up to 28 days, it gives that bird everything it needs, you know, from being hatched. I mean, let's face it, they've got to be on their feet, they've got to be on the go. Not like human babies, we can't even lift our own head up for God knows long, we're just this big floppy mess. But these little baby chickens, they've got to be like, whoa, someone's going to get us, run around, hide with mum, under the feathers, doing what they've got to do. And they're giving all this life force and all this things to keep going from this little yolk. And when we eat these yolks, and we don't need all that stuff because, you know, we're eating up food as well, it's high cholesterol, you're clogging up your arteries, our body's already naturally produce cholesterol, and when you're having something, a high cholesterol diet, you only find cholesterol in animal-based products. So if you are a cholesterol-free diet, that helps with clearing your arteries and everything. Totally vote for a whole food, plant-based diet. Yeah, so toast is just popped, I'll go grab that. We got a plate. All right. So, normally I would be grabbing stuff, and I'd normally be grabbing stuff like stuff I'd already have prepared. Give me a break with this being my first one. Here's what it is. So I'm gonna just butter my bread. I also have, I'm putting Parmesan cheese on mine. I got just a cheap cheese from the shop. One of those cheapo shops, and they have some vegan cheeses, so I got myself some while they were on offer. You can find cheap vegan everything. In fact, the cheapest foods are vegan, like, you know, legumes, this, that, and the other. I can make a thing on how to make shepherd's pie with lentils. I can make a video on how to make spag bol with lentils. Like, these are the cheapest things, and they go for miles. Like, you can feed everyone. This is the cheese I'm using, bio cheese Parmesan. I will grate that on top just to give me a little bit of cheesy flavour, because, you know, everyone loves a bit of cheese. Also, it's not very good for my waistline, but hey ho. Well, under that bloody crap. Whew, this smells cheesy too. You want to smell? So my cheese, I got this bio Parmesan cheese. I actually got 3 of them for $5. It's pretty good. Sprinkle my okay. Don't judge me on my ability to make things look pretty on a plate. Sometimes I can make things look pretty on a plate, but not always. Bit of cheese on top. Voila. Okay. Probably not the best looking meal, but it's gonna taste good. All right. Moment of truth. It's really good. And guess what? Nobody got killed for it, or enslaved, or caused us into this pandemic. Haha. So yeah, give it a go. Try your mates out with it. And they will be like, oh my God. So yeah, what are you gonna lose? You're helping save the environment. You're helping save animals. It's better for your health. And, you know, nobody gets hurt. It's a win-win situation for everybody. So yeah, share the video. Scrambled tofu, scrambled vegan tofu, and this gives it the egg flavor. Black salt. Don't forget that, guys. This is what you want to make it taste like. Yeah. Okay. All right, much love.